down at the church.
Yeah, these are good.
All right, if you would, join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. It's 5:15. We're going to call this meeting order. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor Cook, would you do the invocation for us, sir?
Thank you, sir. Heavenly Father, we're so grateful today, Lord, that we have a town like this to grow in, prosper. And Lord, we pray for our citizens today that are sick. Mention one, Tom Polster, Lord, that you touch him tonight. There's others in our town that needs a hand tonight. Ask you to touch them. Lord, we ask for a good debate tonight. We ask for your guidance and your direction in all things that we do in this house tonight concerning the future that will bring our children up in such a way that they'll be here, they'll prosper as this town prospers. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Alderman McNeil, would you call the roll, please, sir?
Alternate Judy Jones Coleman,
Present.
alternate Monty Johnson,
Present.
alternate Shane Lynch,
Here.
alternate Neil McNeil, present, alternate Tammy Porter, all your alternates here, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Board, just before I go to the first old business, I'm sorry, I was gonna give you all an update on the 3 projects that we had going on. And I've run it to the end. I have talked to Jake at TLM and didn't get an answer back, but I got enough, I think, to share with you all. The bids are gonna be going out on the West Side project, the West Maple project. The bids will be going out in the first part of July for that. And that's all I've got from him on that. On the, of course, on the library, that had the ribbon cutting 2 weeks ago, so we know that part of the funding is moving forward. And on the dog pound itself, that's been very slow, but they have got the pad and the plumbing and the walls going up now, and the trusses have been ordered and should be showing up at any time for it. And I talked to Lashley Rich on Thursday, and we are starting to pick out colors for painting inside. So, Lord, that's about all I've got, but it is moving forward. And don't know when that project will be done, but that's that ARP money, and so we've satisfied the federal government on the needs they need. We've identified what we're going to spend it for. So anyway, so that's about all I've got, and I do feel like it's going to happen here soon. It'll just be something to talk about later. So at this time, do we have a motion to approve the May 12th, 2025 regular called board meeting?
Make a motion to approve.
You have a second?
Second,
Any discussion? If not, those in favor of such motion do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Thank you. Board, on our first new business, this is it's pretty self-explanatory, but Mr. Kingsley brought our economic development person for the county. He's been working with the state to get this Coma Drive over there beside Bongard paved. And the state was going with this resolution could move forward on doing that. I don't have a timeline, but this will at least get it started. So at this time, do we have a motion to approve the resolution 2025-05 contract with the Tennessee Department of Transportation for assistance in construction and completion of the herein proposed industrial access highway under provisions of the Industrial Highway Act of 1959. Do we have such motion?
so moved.
Do we have a second?
I second.
All right, any discussion, board? If not, those in favor of such motion do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Thank you. And we will get that to Mr. Brock. So, board up next,
Yeah, that's no cost to the city, because
No, sir.
they employ 25 more than what they had. The state will pave roads that go in and out of the,
that's right, Alderman Lynch. It says in this resolution that, that's not in this, it says that Bonnegarde Creamery plans to invest $18 million more, creating 32 jobs and expanding the manufacturing production in the city of Humboldt. So that's going to enhance that process as well. They've got a rear entrance over there that they really need to get access to, and it's pretty rough over
it
there.
is,
So- And so this will hopefully do an $18 million investment with 32 more jobs. And usually when Bonnegarde says one number, they hire even more. So that was,
they've been a good neighbor.
yeah, they've been a good neighbor. They've added on. This will be their third time. Up next, board, this time, we have a motion to approve the resolution 2025-06. This resolution is to apply for the 2025 planning grant funds in conjunction with Gibson County, as well as provide up to 20% of match along with participating communities. Now, Ms. Tammy, I think Jeff maybe presented this to the park board for discussing what this is. So I asked Jeff to go over this for the other board members who maybe wasn't there that night. And it will save us lots of money, and we'll go in conjunction with about 5 other cities in Gibson County. So
Mayor Cunningham presented us a,
Well, we ain't took a motion.
oh, okay, go ahead.
We ain't did a motion.
You gotta do your vote, please. Sorry.
so do we have such motion?
I so moved.
I'll second.
Got a motion, a second. Now we're into the discussion part. So any discussion?
Yes, sir. Mayor Cunningham presented us a proposal of, it says a planning grant, but it's basically a master plan grant, which, to receive grants or to apply for grants, like from the state, TDEC, other various, you have to have a master plan that's written out. And this master plan was done in 18 for the prior grant that we did, and this is 25. So we're already 7 to 8 years into this grant, to this master plan. So this gives us an opportunity to do a new one for a lot less cost. I think it's a $90,000 grant. We would be responsible for, is it 20%? I think is what it says, 20% of the cost,
Yeah.
and the max is $90,000. That doesn't mean that it's gonna take
All right.
$90,000 to do the master plan for the cities that have signed up to do this. It's just, that's the cap.
Yes, sir.
Oh. And as of right now, I think he's supposed to present this in the next few days, so.
Yes,
There's-
we've got to have it in the 12th.
Okay, Gibson, Rutherford, Bradford, and us, Humboldt, along with the county, are the cities that are applying for this. I asked why Milan and Trenton were doing it. They had just done a recent one because they have just received recent grants, so they didn't need to do one. I'm figuring possibly $4,000 or $5,000 probably would be our cost for this. I've got the understanding that a master plan would cost you around 15 to 20 grand if somebody did it. So since we're almost out of this one, and to get one done for a fifth of the cost, or third of the cost, fourth of the cost, something like that. In my opinion, I think it's a good idea to go along and do this, just because of the savings that we can have.
Jill,
Yes, sir.
on the documentation that Mayor Cunningham signed, It says on the back that portion up to $16,000, $80,000.
Okay, well, maybe it's 80 then, okay.
Yeah, because it says 16,
Okay,
so I
maybe
guess all the
I'm-
five
I must have-
counties that's involved, well,
Okay.
not five
Well,
counties,
so
five.
it's so
Gibson County.
so to me, the way I understand that, it would be 16,000 divided by 4,
Okay.
because the county has a different, I don't know how to explain, county has a different rate or something. So you're looking at $4,000. I would think at the max, don't.
And that
we
80,
won't-
the
we
80 would
won't-
be divided between the 5 cities in Gibson County though, right?
Well, no, it wouldn't be divided. That's to create the master plans for each town. It has nothing to do with any kind of facilities. It's just developing a master plan for the county and for the 4 entities that I just listed.
That was Gibson, Rutherford,
Bradford
Bradford.
and us.
Dyer.
Gibson, Rutherford, Bradford, and Humboldt.
And ours ought to be pretty easy,
This
to
is
do
the
I don't have
because
a problem with it, it just showed the $16,000 from, talking about the county code, then it showed $80,000 to,
Okay.
the anticipated award. Awarded.
Yeah, that's the, what is, 20% of 80,000 is 16. And then you divide that between 4,
Okay.
between the 4 cities that are a part of it.
Part of it.
So that I'm not gonna say it's 4,000 in stone, but I would say around that area, and with the savings, you're looking at probably a $15,000 to $20,000 savings from doing one yourself on your own.
yeah.
And the master plan is basically a plan that you just say that this is what we would like to do over the next 10 years. It's just not in stone, because it all depends on budget and that type of stuff, what's available, what's going on. But it's just a guide, and the grant people want to see that you have some kind of vision of what you would like to see the parks be in 10 years.
And that master plan, 7 years ago, we had to dig up a lot of information that
Yes.
we didn't know about
We know a lot
park
more information now.
ownerships and wins and boundaries. It was something else. So we've got, ours should be really easy to do.
Should be.
And Jeff, you had how many questions you had to answer as well? That was
What was it, about 6 or 8?
yeah,
Just-
questionnaire, so.
But because they're getting this information and wanting the resolutions to apply for the grant. Doesn't mean we're getting it. Mayor Cunningham and through the county is the one getting information and resolutions from each town so they can apply for it. Doesn't mean we got it yet, but this is just so he can apply for it.
Well, I voted, let's go for it, and I never heard.
Question.
Question been called.
Yeah, question.
All right, any more discussion, board? If not, those in favor of such motion to approve this resolution, do so by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, like sign. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. We thank
Thank
Mayor Cunningham as well to share that with us. And Jeff, we'll have to get that to them before the week's out, where they can apply for that. Board, up next is an ordinance. At this time, do we have a motion to approve the ordinance 2025-06? An ordinance authorizing city employees to run for elected office in the city of Humboldt. Do we have such motion?
So move.
We have a second?
I second.
Mayor, I'll call for a roll call vote.
All right, and board, the reason I've got this on here, this is my 4th election. I'm not running, but I mean, I've been participating in elections. And every election that I've been involved with, we had city employees, we had utility employees, we had school employees that wanted to run. And every election, they called, want to do this. So I said, well, we'll take it. I talked to MTS. He said, you'll have to take it in front of the board. So that's what I'm doing. And so, Alderman McNeil, you've, like I said, I believe we need a roll call vote. So please go forward, sir.
Has this been looked at by the election commission? We're good?
Alderman Lynch, I sent it to Emily Brown, and she says, when you get your second reading done, send it to her. And also, MTS, basically did the ordinance.
They did.
They did, and so so I just wanted you to know that's where it come from. I've had people ask, and so Alderman McNeil, if you would go for any more questions, board.
Ordinance 2025-06. Alderman Monty Johnson.
No.
Alderman Lady Judy Jones Coleman.
No.
Alderman Shane Lynch.
No.
Alderman Leon McNeil. No. Alderman Lady Tim Porter.
No.
Marriage to deed.
This ordinance failed for a lack of a vote,
5-0.
5-0. And so we shall move forward. Board, up next is Republic Services called, not called, but they sent an email asking to address the board tonight. And so they've done it properly, and they're here tonight, the two gentlemen sitting right here. And so I would ask them to come forward and share with us what you've got.
Yeah, absolutely. First off, thank you, Mayor and Alderman. My name is Dr. Bobby Stewart, and I'm the General Manager for Republic Services in this area. With me, I've got Joe Salamone. He's the Area Vice President. He covers Tennessee, Kentucky, Louisiana. I get them all?
You got them all.
Okay, excellent. So we're excited to be here. We come in peace and in the sense of just some collaboration with the city. There's some optics around the waste contract and the transition that in communication with the city and some of the employees that we've got, we felt there needed to be some clarification on a few things. But also, in lieu of that, and I have some more business cards if some of the other folks needed some, it should be good. So, first off, we've done business with the city for over a decade, I think 12 years this last year, and we're obviously hopeful in the future. We'd love to continue our relationship down the road, but we understand and respect the Alderman's decision to go a different direction. So the issue that's got me here and Joe in front of you today is it's really centered around the bulk waste of the city. It's my understanding that at your facility where the bulk waste was taken and put into MBI trailers, there effectively grew a large mountain of trash. And the optics around it appeared to be Republic's fault. And that didn't really sit well with me or our team, and I didn't feel like that's fair to our company and the employees that work for us. And so I really wanted to come and clear the air on that. But then also in that, there came some more kind of a conversation that myself, Joe, and our legal team had for you guys that we wanted to get some clarification on. So the thing that in the last couple of weeks has come to light is that there's been some there was a lot of unknowns when it comes to the waste industry and the contract. So the city has its own separate contract with a third-party hauler, MBI. And MBI hauls your 53-foot trailer to and from the landfill. We do not own that company. We're not affiliated with them. We also use them to haul all of our transfer stations. They're a great company. And I think one of the few that are in this area. So I would tell you, they're good partners to have for the city, as we use them as well.
MBI is, what's that stand for?
Mr. Bolt's Incorporated.
Mr. Bolt's
Mr.
Incorporated.
Bolt's.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct, yeah. I was drawing a blank there for a second. So
And
that's
we no longer have them.
Yeah, from my understanding, is you guys still have a contract with them to haul, okay? So when your new contractor took over at the beginning of their new contract, we've been waiting for them, and I believe Jerry Burke reached out to them to set up a contract, or not a contract, but to set up an account. The first load came to the Northwest Tennessee landfill, and that's where all the waste goes. And Republic Services, we went ahead and authorized payment for you guys, for the city. We just paid it, okay? We told MBI, said, hey, you can't bring us any more trailers. We're gonna pay for this one, we'll just eat it. But we've gotta have disposal set up. We have to be able to bill someone. The way the contract was set up,
Right, I think it's worth noting that our agreement with y'all, the way we did that, and it's in the language of the agreement, is that disposal was covered in our price. So there was that misconception of, what happened to Republic, we backed out? No, we didn't back out, and I want to make sure y'all all realized that we were just waiting to get set up, and I don't think anybody realized that y'all had to get set up, Rock Solid or the city.
Yeah.
So,
We were under the understanding that we were gonna bid that separate. Is that
well,
correct?
there's two parts to it, and the part that's separate is the transportation. But in the waste contract in section 5.09, very clearly states that the disposal, the tipping fee, the tonnage fee, which equates to probably around $200,000 a year, is included in the price, weekly price, or the monthly price that we give. And that is where, as we reflected through this, that we wanted to make sure that we bid on the same contract that Rock Solid bid, okay? The contract in section 5.09 states that the disposal is part of the weekly price that we give. And so that's how we bid it. Your current contractor is not set up one, and it's my understanding that the city has now paid for all the disposal. And it's, just to be clear, it's still coming to us, but it's coming to us at full rate. Just as in lieu of trying to collaborate and be good partners for the city, you know, we have actually offered and extended a discounted rate to the city, even in lieu of you guys going with a different contractor as just a sign of goodwill, and hey, we want to be good partners for you guys in the future. We supported the Strawberry Festival. We feel like we give you guys, you know, great rates. You know, we're no different than any other contractor. We're gonna have hiccups here and there. No waste disposal companies absent that, but that has not happened. We haven't gotten any account set up, and it's my understanding that your current contractor has just flat refused to pay for it, which is a violation of the contract. Okay, and that's kind of why I wanted to come up here in front of you guys to state, number one, today, the MBI trailers could be there to be loaded. The only roadblock is, where do we, as the landfill owners, need to send the bill? Does it go to the city, or does it, according to, it doesn't actually specify in the contract, does it go to the city and then you guys withhold that disposal from your contractor, or do we bill them directly? It just states that they're responsible for it.
And for sure, the MBI trailers for y'all's sake is definitely the most efficient and cost-effective way for y'all. Because if you use roll-off boxes, you're going to pay a lot more hauls. You know, the trailers are just made for, it's a better rate. It's more efficient to run. So I strongly urge y'all to look out for your city and get that set up. Either y'all set it up or have Rock Solid set up. So, you know, hey, look, I just heard, I want to first say thank you for 12 years, okay? And when I heard that y'all changed for $8 more, not even talking about the disposal, I was ashamed at our team for not getting a chance to come in front of y'all. We're a new area, so I just got in my role in January. I was in Charlotte, but hey, I respected that. That's on us, right? And we should have gotten in front of you to explain some of these details before y'all made that decision. But we accept that. But we just want to come to you and say, if something happens. And look, we just heard, and hearsay is hearsay, I wish Rock Solid was here. If they have trouble paying that $200,000 roughly is what it is, we don't want to see a small company go belly up, okay? That's the last thing we want to do. If we, and I know y'all voted on it, I'm just throwing it out there for all of y'all to know from our standpoint, if they can't afford that, we will buy their carts. We will deliver some of our carts. And if they're doing great for you, great. We respectfully bow out and wait till the next bid comes up. But I don't want to see y'all going without service, okay? I don't want to see them struggle. So it's out there. If you want a separate meeting, talk to them. If they're happy and great and they're giving and taking care of you, we respect that. But if they're struggling and they need some help, we will help them, because that's their only investment from what I understand. Those carts are expensive. They're like $60 a piece, and I think they bought how many, we think?
A lot.
Yeah, so, but we're just here, we just want to, just let y'all know that we appreciate 12 years, and, sometimes you just get beat, and no hard feelings, but we just felt like y'all needed to know everything, because I think when you look at it, apples to apples, y'all are probably paying now, easy, $13 to $15 more a month than what you were paying on our current bid.
We haven't seen the contract, or I haven't.
When he said the contract about there could be a violation in there,
Yeah.
that's on that bulk.
Yes, sir, yeah. So the contract in section, and I meant to bring you guys a couple copies,
Okay.
but in section 5.09,
I wrote that down.
in the RFP, it states that the contractor is responsible for the disposal, and that price for disposal, and just to be clear, we're talking disposal, that's the tonnage, not the transportation. The city takes care of the transportation via MBI. That's a whole separate contract that you guys were talking about. And you guys still have that, it's still a current contract. The only
But
reason
you all
MBI.
ain't getting paid for it though, right? Cause y'all still
We-
involved with
Yeah,
MBI, right?
we don't get paid by
No.
MBI, that's strictly between you guys.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that we have is the landfill.
The landfill,
Right,
okay, y'all
and,
about
and
landfill.
that's where the issue lies, is that your current contractor isn't paying it. That's why it got built up there, and MBI couldn't, I mean, technically, we could have MBI drop a trailer, it's just it would get full and sit there until somebody said, hey, I'm paying the
So
bill.
that's just what we get understanding.
Yeah.
It's back. The MBI y'all got the landfill.
Yes, sir.
So Rock Solid bringing their stuff up there in MBI, but ain't nobody paying y'all the bill.
Correct, well.
That's what-
That's for the
Rock- so
bulk.
Rock
For the
Solid.
bulk. When they
so-
bring it to in their resi trucks,
Mhm.
we're billing them and they're paying for that.
Yeah.
But the bulk is sitting out here, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, y'all had to bring some extra service to pick it up.
That
And y'all shouldn't
disposal's
have to
gonna
do
cost you guys about 3 times.
Yeah.
Your bill with MBI probably run around 6,000. For the month of May, you're probably gonna get about an 18,000.
Yeah, with-
So who you saying is responsible for the MBI stuff sitting up there on y'all? Is the city or Rock Solid?
Rock Solid is just responsible, according to y'all's contract.
Contract.
5.0.
5.09
Yeah.
for the landfill fees for bulk.
And when we had it, so when we bid, we already had our landfill, MBI was already set up.
With
It was in our price, so we just said, MBI, keep bringing it to
So,
us.
so we, Republic, in my business unit, we've got the landfill and we also have the hauling company. They're two
Yeah.
separate entities. So what, the way it was working is, you guys had MBI, and it's not anybody, just to be clear, and we talk about MBI is a semi-truck company, right? They bring the trailers. They can't just go anywhere. They also have about a $600,000 piece of machinery at the landfill. It's called a tipper, that takes those trailers and lifts it completely up to India.
Yeah.
And it's that now, so you can't just take it anywhere. So they would bring it to us where we've got the tipper on site to service you guys out of that. Saves the city, it reduces your transportation costs by about 67%. So very, very efficient. So then what we would do is our landfill entity would bill our hauling company. And then, of course, that was part of our monthly contract with you guys. So what's left for us is the disposal. And again, the weekly service, Rock Solid brings directly to us in their side load trucks and things like that. And then we bill them, and that, everything's fine there. We're talking about the approximately $200,000 annually that we included in our price that's currently not being paid, which is why you guys had to build up this month at your transfer facility where your trailers were. And you got, like I said, I'm just guesstimating napkin math on the tonnage based on what we were pulling out. And the amount of loads and what you can put in a 40-yard box. It's probably gonna be, and I haven't seen the bill, I don't know. They could be giving you guys a fantastic rate, but it's probably gonna be about 18,000 versus the 6,000 for the month of May.
But it's in the agreement, so that's the only thing we ask is making sure that it's apples to apples and they're paying for the disposal. And if they can't, we're open to sitting back down with you and making sure that y'all are taken care of.
I'm gonna tell you right now, how I feel about it. They can't pay $200,000, we don't need them. They come right here where you standing. They said they could cut me. They had the money, they had the muscles, right here. The man videoed it, right here, he videoed it. Said they was ready to go with 8,000 and something cans ready, with strawberry stickers on them, which I don't know how they got them on there, unless it was some backdoor stuff. I'm saying, I ain't accusing nobody of nothing. All right, they said they had the money, they was ready to go. Now, if they ain't got the $200,000 to pay, the city shouldn't have to pay one dime until they step up to the plate and meet their obligation. If they don't meet the obligation, then we finna have a problem, Mayor.
I would concur, and I'm gonna leave that to you
Yeah,
guys,
yes,
but I
y'all.
will tell you that, and as Joe mentioned, we're
But
open.
they setting up there on y'all thing.
Right, and I
And we
think
got
the
all this garbage
optics,
in Humboldt right now, some more need to come up there.
the optics, my concern was, it looked like it was on Republic, which is why I wanted to come and address you guys as a group. You know, you guys have tough decisions to make, you know, I thank you guys as aldermen for, you know, sometimes it can be a thankless job, so I respect that. And you guys got some tough decisions to make.
I haven't seen the contract, and we don't currently have a city attorney to look at that.
Okay.
So I don't know that we can do anything until there's a city attorney to look over what's been done. And I was under the understanding that we were billing out the bulk separate. And ever how that goes, I'm not a trash guy, okay? But, you know.
Yeah, no,
I
and
think we
that's
needed-
why I think.
Well, y'all
some
was all
folks-
tied up in one deal.
Yeah, and
But
I
this
thought-
come up before with y'all.
I think some folks thought that transportation for bulk was a separate bulk, was where the confusion come from. It's, MBI doesn't collect, they don't dispose, they're strictly a transportation company.
And there is a
So-
separate agreement with the city.
And there is
for
a
the
separate one for
transportation,
that.
right?
And we did have our legal team in Phoenix review it, and the disposal is part of the
It's
contract.
definitely part of
And
it.
they ensured that we bid it that way, as that's how your RFP states to bid it. So, and I know you guys need to have your own folks look at it. The only thing, and I'm happy to answer any questions, but I'll leave you guys with this, is that we don't want, I'm not here to try and bankrupt a small company.
No.
I was a small business owner myself, that's how I got back into it, and my father was a small business owner, and grew up on the back of the trash truck, and, you know, he was a small businessman, and, you know, that's how, so last thing we wanna do is put anybody out of business, that's not what we're here to do. And as Joe mentioned, you know, we're happy to partner, even with Rock Solid, if they're finding themselves in a situation that's
Transition
pretty-
back.
Well,
pretty
I
tough.
ain't saying put nobody out of business, but I think when they come for the board with them contracts, it was simple acts, all the question was asked. They said they was ready from day one, they had the money, and they had 8,000 cans, and they was ready to go. Now, they said that, it was recorded on this TV thing right here.
Right.
So I ain't lying, can't nobody on the board say, well, Leon, you lying, because it was documented, it's documented.
Yeah.
And they said they had the money and everything, they ready to go. So I don't see that bankrupt company, if you gonna come to folks and people and tell them you ready to go and you got the money. That's my personal opinion. Don't lie about it. If you ain't got it, just say I didn't have it. So we don't even know right now, I've been on our accountants ever since this happened about what is our fees for the taxpayer. They ain't even got that straightened out yet. Every week I'm calling her, taking her, wait a minute, I got on the mayor too. Where's our document to show on our bills what we gonna pay? We ain't even got none of that straightened out yet. And we still struggling because don't nobody know what the pay rate gonna be. They said $28. I'm hearing it could be $40 or $45.
So, just so you guys know.
I think that's all hearsay.
Well, she ain't got the count, that's what she was saying about it. That ain't her say, she still calculating, they ain't got it get changed off the bench.
And this board will have to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you.
That's
it's
what
a
the cost will be.
minimum
Well, the board, to
12
me,
bucks to 15
to me, the
bucks
board ought to check into it before they
per
make
house.
these decisions, to me. And I'm not backing down from these, this stuff should have been checked in, checked out before vote took place on this floor. How much it gonna cost her? They contracted $28. Right now, I've been, ever since this happened, I've been, cause that is like the finance lady, how much it gonna cost the taxpayer? Can't nobody tell me the last price I got is between $35 to $40, and that ain't counting the buck to be added to that. That might be another $10 or $15. My God, we might be out of $60 for trash pickup before it's over. That should have been answered, the questions asked, before you made a decision and said, we're gonna give you a contract. Well, none of this stuff happened. That's the first time we ever, as long as I've been on this board, voted for the highest bidder on any contract.
Typically, do we not add something to whatever the cost is? The city adds a little bit to it to fund or?
Gentlemen, what's different about this contract than we've ever had? And this is my third one, and Ms. Alicia's probably as many. Number one is we wasn't included in much of that. But a good business practice is this last contract, Republic was charging us $16, say, and change for each can. And we went up to $20. So the first 2 years, we were putting a little money back. And we never went up a penny in 5 years because we let the front end pay for the tail end. And what we did, we let it go up to, this last one, I believe it was $19.03 per can was the last contract. And we was making 97 cents per customer. And so I think that's the way to do it. But on this next contract, we're starting at $28.50, and for the next 5 years, you're gonna have to go up 5% per year. And
Now, that was their bid of 5%. The
Well-
others was based on the,
yes,
whatever
but
it
just
was.
say,
ICP.
that's right, you can, so this contract is gonna pay as you go, because you're gonna have to do 5 increases, unless you really put a lot of money on that, on that bill. We feel it right now, $40 might be break even. We had you some numbers today for haul off. We got part of it, we didn't get the other. When MBI, Lord, we didn't know that, we knew MBI was hauling the 53-foot trailers to the dump, and that's all it was. It averaged about $6,200 a month for them to haul off. Republic, since they owned the dump, wasn't charging us tipping fees. And those tipping fees was per year. And so y'all wasn't charging us tipping fees. We had never heard anything about tipping fees until Republic took their, MBI took their big trailers away the next week. And so we didn't know what they was talking about. So MBI says, I'm not hauling your trash because we don't have anything signed that says somebody's gonna pay the tipping fees. And Republic, I guess, was not gonna pay tipping fees since they didn't get the contract. And so we had, do you know how many tons was down there we had almost $5,000 worth of trash on the yard at the Public Works. It was a mountain. And so Republic was gone, MBI was gone. Rock says it's not in the contract. So to reduce that, I called Rowing Services. And I said, we just got to get, it's unhealthy to have a mountain of bulk trash on the side, down there. And then I said, and y'all can't keep putting it on the yard. So I said, y'all got to get somebody cheap enough to put dumpsters down there. So they got Emerson out of Crockett County, its lowest price. So, you know, Rowan was about 5. We don't know. We called today to try
Still
to.
don't have it. I'll look at it.
We're gonna say at least 5 more to haul off at bulk. And so you multiply that by 12 months, it's gonna be quite a few bucks just to haul off that. So I'm not here to try to fix that. I don't, it's really, we're paying out of general fund, where the sanitation fund has no money. We got a bill for rock for $101,000. We got a bill from Rowan Services for $4,900, and we should at least get that much from the haul-off company, the Emerson. So, and we're taking that out of the general fund, and none of that's budgeted, guys and girls. None of it's budgeted. So, it's going to have to come out of the taxpayer's pocket. We don't have any other way, and I think the comptroller says, you know, that's sanitation. It's got to be funded. It can't just be a regular old anything. So when we get Emerson's charge, we add it to Rowan's charge, plus the amount of cans at that price, we'll know what it's going to be. No matter of fact, I talked to Mike Jenkins with Rock today. Republic's been charging us for about 3,300 cans, give or take. Well, they said they put out 3,800 cans. And so.
Now, there were some people that had cans that were not being charged by the utility company.
Yes, and that's something I've worked on forever through a temporary service. Don't get if you're going to be working on a house, they don't set sanitation on a temporary service. And most of them come back around after the people's through with the house. People move in, but sometimes people move in and it's still in the temporary and they don't get sanitation.
But we don't know what the taxpayer is gonna be eating, right?
No, sir. We've tried to get that number from Emerson today. We're paying, we got all the bulk. I don't know how many tons it was a lot. And then we got Emerson hauling as well. And those Emerson trailers do have tipping fees. I would say, I don't think y'all's.
They came to us and we're charging.
Yeah, those went to the Jackson landfill.
That's right.
Everything's been going to Jackson.
So all that's got tipping
Where's y'all's
fees.
landfill? Camden?
I cover, we've got Jackson and Northwest and Union City.
Can I ask one question? And this is for me personally, just because, you know, service means a lot to me and just getting in this role. And I know we had in the past a few issues and we actually got another boom truck recently. For $8 more, were we that bad? I mean, was our service that bad?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, we ain't never bid it on a high bid as long as I've been on this board. We mostly stick with the lower bids on stuff cost of the taxpayers.
Right.
I've always supported low bid for taxpayers when it comes down to the citizen. This time, it went a different route. Why, I don't know. But I do know them. I have had a special call meeting with Republicans. I didn't meet with nobody else when things were going bad with y'all. I got with the mayor and Gene and I called a special call meeting with y'all. And one of the issues we were having was with this book, y'all boom trucks and people's quitting, trucks tearing up and different stuff. Well, I've experienced that with y'all. I don't know how this other company gonna do it. They trucks tear up and different stuff. But I've seen them drive, my God, I ain't gonna get off into that, but I've seen what they drive and what they got to work with, okay? To me, no disrespect to the board or the mayor, I don't think a lot of consideration was put in and the question should have been asked. That's to me. We shouldn't have went up an extra $8 and we got thousands of citizens in this town and some of them, a lot of them in my district, a lot of widows and orphans and stuff have already said, I said, I don't know what to tell y'all about the book. I've been calling them in. I don't know what the price gonna be. $50, $60 extra on their bill per month.
In their defense, they have hauled off more and been hauling every day, including Saturday.
Oh,
on the
hey,
bulk.
and I want them to be successful.
And-
I just wanted to know personally if we did something that just, because I just normally don't, I've been doing this for 30 years. And 50 cents maybe, $1, maybe, but $8 shocked me, and I told Bobby, I said, Bobby, obviously they don't want us here, and we'll just take the high road, and I want to go there and see them and tell them I appreciate them, but we're not gonna let you go without service, okay? I'm just gonna let you know that. If something goes wrong, we're here for you, we'll sit back down and make sure we take care of you, all right?
Well, I think the mayor need to get with them and come back before this board on a special call meeting or something, and talk about this $200,000 how it's gonna get paid.
I'd like to see the contract and have a city attorney look at it.
You know, our contract go to MTS. It went to MTS.
It went to MTS and lawyers as well.
It's just as good.
But we don't have a city attorney.
We don't,
representing
because y'all
us.
run him off.
No, we did run them off.
Yeah, you did.
No,
All right,
we
look,
didn't.
hold
No,
on,
we
hold on,
didn't.
hold
Whoa,
on.
whoa, 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 leave it alone,
You
leave it
know,
alone, leave
Jesus,
it
I've got-
alone,
We
leave it
trying to
alone,
discuss about that.
I've got to
Leave it
answer
alone.
this right here.
Yes, sir.
leave it alone.
This is my third multi-million-dollar garbage deal. My third. This one was negotiated by a goat farmer, an appraiser of property, and a bail bondsman that has nothing to do with
Are you accusing me of negotiating a contract?
Can y'all let me finish? That, I had nothing to do with the negotiating of this contract, even though I've been beat up on Facebook. It was 3-2, and you see how upset Mr. Leon is?
Yes, sir.
Because, you know what, this is gonna cost our citizens over $250 extra a year. That's just to break even. They get nothing for it. If we went up $240 on your taxes, they'd be getting a tar and a feather out. So that's all I've got to say.
I didn't negotiate any kind of contract. I listened to the people when they came to talk to me. Y'all had the same opportunity to call and talk with me.
Well,
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, that's our fault for not getting in front of y'all to explain all the details, and we apologize for that. We learned a lesson.
if,
Y'all, the contract went out, there were two peoples involved. Y'all did have a representative here
Yeah.
for y'all contract
Yeah.
and different stuff. And
I
still have a
wanted
problem.
to be here, my
I
apologies.
still have a
was out
problem
of
with
town.
that ICPU because it's 3% from their contract, it's 3% in their automatic. That's not counting the CPU or ICQP. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It's still on their contract, it said 3%. That's automatic, not counting what the other's gonna be.
I know a lot of ours.
So, and it's
we
gonna go
waived that
back
first
to
year.
the taxpayer and the citizen. I look here, I've been around people, I had to go to utility company and work with the folks, try to keep the utility on. People don't fix income, $800 and you get a bill for $500.
Yeah.
Then you gotta rent.
Yeah.
You know, I experienced that with this last deal. That's the reason I'm saying, we can't afford no extra people putting no burden on the taxpayer. Not for the taxpayer. Now, what happened with this deal, I don't know. All I know is that we never bidded on nothing higher. We always bidded lower to keep things going.
Well, I know y'all got a long agenda, but I would just say this. It's in the contract, review the contract. They need to pay. It says it clearly. They bid on it for the bulk. And
They
if
need to pay.
And if they don't, we would take offense to that, just being clear. Our corporate, I mean, we're a business, right? And we just didn't ask it here, but if they can't, we'll come back, sit down with them and make sure there's a good transition. That's all we can do.
We want them to pay. I'm not gonna support nothing to put no burden on the taxpayer. This
Okay.
board matter where it get ready for it. Suck it up. If that come back and they can't pay their bill, that's on them. This city don't need to pay no money to nobody.
Well,
That
for
extra
you guys,
$250 a year?
$200,000.
No, he just said that each person was about $250. That works out to 20 cents a day.
Well, I seen the citizens can't afford to pay that. They don't fix income.
I'll
90-year-old
I'll
people,
leave
they
it
can't
to
afford
you
to pay
guys.
that.
We're happy to, continue partnering with the city with the MBI trailers, once you guys have.
Well, really, I said
solid waste
200,000,
meeting.
because the mayor said right now we're over
Yeah.
100-some thousand.
The-
Then the thing was 100 and something, that's 200-some $1,000 from my understanding, about 203,000.
The tipping, just the tipping fees that our hauling company covered for the city
Is about
would be
$200,000.
right about $200,000 annually.
That's what I was saying,
And
to
that
the
equates-
ultimate list,
I'm
right
gonna
there,
make it
about
real easy for you.
200,000.
That equates to between $4.50 and $5 per home. And then you add the $8, you're looking at between $12 and $14, depending on how much volume there is. But that is that's a safe bet. You're paying $12 more a home minimum.
But
We-
if you
we-
guys, as soon as we know as a company to send the bill to Rock or send the bill
Yeah,
to
just
you
gotta let us
guys.
know.
No,
we're
don't send it to
happy-
us.
Well, I don't know if I want to send it to y'all and y'all collect it from them.
You can just deduct it from your
However
your
y'all,
bill.
but Republic is happy to take the waste in the trailers. We just we have to have something set up on our end. And we want to be good partners for you guys. And we don't want to see a mountain of trash. get built
And that
up.
makes them more efficient. They need to utilize
If it's in
it.
their contract, they supposed to pay it, they supposed to pay it.
Well, they can
Don't
still
you send
pay it.
that bill to the mayor and board off, and I would challenge the mayor, if y'all send it to them, don't pay it.
Right.
Or we gonna take one year before the
Well,
mayor.
just take it out of their revenue. That's your easiest bet. So that way you know you always got the service in case that's just my two
It's a lot of
cents.
money.
Bulk is
Any
about,
questions? Oh, sorry.
we have about 2,500 tons
That's right.
of bulk a year hauled out of our city. That's not garbage, that's bulk.
That's right.
2,500 tons. And that's a lot. And guys and girls, I talked to Michael Jenkins this morning, and we know we got people hauling bulk into town. If you go to the corner of 29th and Mitchell, look at those big wooden slabs there, you know that didn't come off of that. Alderman Lance, you've seen them when going home.
That guy cut the tree in his backyard.
And those big old slabs out
Yeah,
there.
that guy cut that tree and they're that big around and that thick.
And
Nobody could pick those up.
nobody picked
Not
up.
even
And
y'all.
we know that, you know, Rock, I've talked to Alex and Michael every day. And buddy, I'm gonna tell you, they working their tails off.
Hey,
Wow.
they do great.
Man, they out there fighting it. They've even had their wives out there. And they are really fighting, and they want to be a success, and I hope they are. I really do. And they're good people to deal with, they're good people to talk to, but they may have, you know, we are the first city that they've had, and we're a very unique city. We're 10 square miles, and when you got, you know, you got 2,500 tons of bulk hauling off, not counting all the garbage. I told Michael this morning, I said, Michael, we're gonna go through a little learning curve and some hiccups here, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I believe in them. I really do. I try, myself and our staff has really worked with them all we can to make sure it's smooth for them. They were here Saturday picking up. They picked up Boys and Girls Club Saturday. It was just piling over. Well, somebody went and filled it up by this morning. It was all filled up. You know, who did that, you know? I think it's people from out of town. And so we just got to get through this. The price is going to be very expensive. I don't see where we can cut it much. We're trying everything we can to cut it, but what you see is what you get. It was $28.50 a can, 3,800 cans. They're going to charge for 3,800 cans. That's going to be up about 500 more than we would normally pay them. The bulk, if y'all want to talk about savings, somehow we need to get this bulk under control, because those tipping fees that I didn't realize, we've never seen tipping fees on a bill. We just get when MBI hauls them trailers off, they take a picture of it, they send it to us, and they send us the bill. And so that tipping fees really changed the whole deal. It's gonna run it up there quite a bit. And Republic's gonna send us another bill for May, and we've got the bill for Rock as well. And we just got to take it out of general funds, and we will get a little money from the utilities for May on the utility bill, and we're getting bombarded on people wanting their money back. But anyway, Rock's gonna they out there working hard. I'll tell you, they're working in the rain and everything else. So I have nothing to say about their work ethic. So that's all I got.
Any questions for us?
I ain't got no more questions. When the mayor get through talking, it still boil down that you gonna write them a check for that 100-some thousand, 200,000. Or is they gonna pay them people's their money? Who gonna write that check? If it's in their contract for them to write the check, then they should be made to write the check, not the city right now. That's the question, regardless how much work they're doing, how good they're doing. I don't care about that. Right now, I'm concerned about the taxpayers and the money, a couple $100,000 being spent. That's what we all should be concerned with.
Well, and that's why we're here. I can have the.
Now, that's what I want to be addressed. And when the Americans do talk about how hard they work and whatever they have done, where is this money gonna come from and when you gonna sign a check? I'm saying the city shouldn't sign a check. It's in their contract for them to pay y'all. They should pay it. The city shouldn't have to pay that type of money.
That's not why these gentlemen are here. They were here to inform us.
They
That's
still
it.
come up about the money. Did not they come up about the money, that tipping fees and
But
stuff?
we're not here
They
to
brought it
vote
up.
or
No.
But when
discuss
you
the
get them
price or
talking, they
anything
brought
else.
it up.
I just appreciate y'all giving us the time to
They
at
brought it
least
up.
clear it up so y'all understood the agreement. I think it's very important that y'all all knew how that agreement worked, and we appreciate you. And if you need us to come back, we'd be glad to.
Yeah.
Did not y'all bring
got-
that up? For the record, did not y'all bring that up?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So when y'all brought it up, I just asked for some clarification.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right. And you needed to know,
and-
right?
And we have asked that question. It's, hey, we're happy to have NBI bring these trailers. Where does the bill go?
Just know that's y'all's most economical way, the NBI trailers. Y'all need to,
Yeah, I could have those, we could contact them and have them tomorrow morning sitting there for the transportation for you guys. It's just, we needed to know as a company which direction y'all wanted to go with it. Yeah, so,
thank y'all,
guys.
appreciate
Can
it.
I get one of your cards? Because
Oh.
there was two of that one and I gave mine to
You
this.
got, everybody got a card? Y'all good? Okay, good. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
If y'all need us to hang out to the end, we can.
thank
Are we
you.
good?
That's up to
Okay.
you.
Just want to make sure. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Chief, Lindsay, on this next, agenda item, so at this time, you know, we have a contract with the 911 services, and so at this time, do we have a motion to approve that no changes, and they're
Make a
not,
motion to approve?
they're
I'll
not
second it.
changing for dispatch fees?
I'll second.
We got a Alderman Lynch on a motion,
Yes, sir, and Mr. McNeil was the
on a
second.
second. So if y'all need any discussion on that, Chief can tell you.
My thing of this, we got to have this, so I mean, I don't see much of a discussion.
No, well, we just want to let you
We got
know.
to have it.
Yeah, we just want to let you know.
Yes.
They're just stating that there's
So I
no,
call for the question.
All right, question been made. If there's no more discussion, those in favor of such motion to approve the Gibson County dispatch fees for 911 service, do so, saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Thank you. This time, we have a motion to approve the April 2025 accounts payable report.
So move.
Do you have a second?
second.
Any discussion, board? If not, those in favor,
I
say-
got a couple
ahead.
of questions here. Under police department, credit services, $1,260, that's for towing?
No, sir, that's equipment for a car.
Okay. All right, what about,
If it shows privet record, that would be towing.
Yeah,
Privet
record.
services
Okay.
carry privet, she does all the equipment for the car.
Let me ask you, when you do your equipment, y'all don't use Jackson service over there?
We've looked at multiple places. Jerry's the cheapest.
Jerry's cheapest for all
Yes,
that.
sir.
Okay, I just
Actually,
answered.
one of them was actually twice as high. We tried to look at an alternative
Yeah.
price wise, we can't find
Hey,
it.
I got you, okay.
what is Southland Graphics and Trophies?
So that is the new signs that we have out front that you see when you first walk in.
Okay.
We looked at different frame codes from other ones, but Southland was, in my line, it was cheaper.
I did notice signing
Yeah.
work order today that Privet Services, not as bad to put on, but used equipment, but they saved us a bunch of money on some brackets they put on for us, so yeah, they will do that. So.
Under maintenance for the downtown parks, what is Green Valley Farms?
Is Jeff still here?
Jeff,
Jeff.
Green Valley Farm?
It's under maintenance for downtown, Green Valley Farms Incorporated, $316. 27 cents?
I think that was that
Oh,
flowers?
flowers.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Beautified, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that all the time.
That
That's
was like
been a
for
long time
strawberry
ago.
festival.
I just
You
didn't
know,
know what it was.
Then they had to go back every year.
they're a three-way.
Any more discussion, board?
Let's vote.
All right, if there's no more discussion, those in favor of such motion do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Thank you. This time we have a motion to approve the April 2025 police report.
So move.
We have a
No, we got
second.
treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report,
Yeah, here it is.
And I made some.
number 7.
Okay, man. You got treasurer's report, man. Like I said, treasurer's report.
We did accounts payable.
There it is. Do I have a motion to approve the April 2025 treasurer report?
So move.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I have one question.
All right.
Cable TV franchise tax, we're at 54%, so we'll get some more prior to the end of this fiscal year?
We'll get one more quarter,
Yep.
and that'll give me an idea of how to move forward next year with the numbers. So we'll probably end up at like 32 or 33,000.
That's good. Okay, that's supposed to be something else.
They were hanging back, Alderman Lynch, and you brought it up that night at the board meeting, and
And we've seen an increase. So.
and we contacted them, probably the next day or so, and so, yeah, so they sent us that money, so we put a little pressure on them, so.
Under Police Department revenue, what is Humboldt City Schools, DON, D-O-N?
Humboldt City Schools, DON, is that the, that's a donation from the Humboldt City Schools.
Okay.
It used to be, if I remember correctly, they split the cost of the SROs. We paid half, they paid half.
Okay.
I believe that was a contract worked out with Chief Buchanan and
So it's a
Superintendent.
donation deal, okay. And what's our interest rate on the general fund account currently?
It's the federal rate minus a few points, whatever. I shopped around and got the best. It's like right around 2.75. I renegotiated that too.
How often do we renegotiate that
We're
interest
looking
rate?
at it once a year right now. And that's about the best I can come up with without taking money and putting it in a year CD.
Thank you.
All right, any more discussion, board? If not, those in favor of such motion to approve the treasury report, do so by saying aye. Those opposed, like sign. Thank you. Now, we have a motion to approve the April 2025 police report.
So move.
Have a second?
I second.
All right, any discussion, board?
Shoot where all them guns go.
They're in evidence. They're in evidence.
That's a bunch of them.
Yes, sir.
657 guns.
But, we had, the week of the Strawberry Festival, one night, we got how many guns?
15, and the next day we found another one on the ground.
We had 16 guns, and we had two shootings down at the crossing, and one of them may still be in the hospital. And so I think our officers did a great job of best they could with that many people. And so I just want to commend y'all, Chief, for all y'all did, and the fire department as well. Y'all went in that gunfire, and took care of that situation where the young people that got shot got medical care. So, so at this time, there any more discussion, board? If not, those in favor of such motion to approve the police department report, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. This time, we have a motion to approve the Humboldt Police Department resignation. One police officer, Ms. Sarah Walker.
So move.
We have a second?
Second.
I call for the question.
Got it, all right. Question's done. All right. If there's no more discussion, those in favor of such motion, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign.
I do wish her the best.
Yes, we do. This time, we have a motion to approve the May 2025 fire report.
So move.
Have a motion? Second?
I second.
Any discussion, board?
Mayor, I know we ain't got no agenda bid for our budget, but that's, we got to do something about that factory.
Oh.
Mayor, it's sad.
Uh,
Pitiful. So,
Are all our
I
trucks
don't wanna
up
do a
and
lot of
running?
discussion about it, but I just wanna throw it out there, that's all.
okay.
How many trucks we have up and running? Two? We have two down?
And the other one about to fall apart. So I'm just throwing it out there, Mayor.
Yes, sir, and,
Okay.
you know, it's probably nothing I can say to make you feel any better, but, we do have 2 grants, and we do have, we got money in the budget, hopefully, if it ever gets passed. And, and we got a truck, at the shop right now, getting a new motor put in.
Oh, my God.
Yes, and not only that, it's gonna get it back in pretty good shape. You all right, man, we just them things are beating us to death, but, I talked to Chief last week, I said, are we in a safety issue where and he says, we really not, since we got, county and,
Now,
there for us as well, so. All right, any more discussion, board? Not, those in favor of such motion, do so by saying aye.
We do have one citizen comment.
All right, we have one citizen comment. Miss Bonnie Blake, 2930 East Main Street. And ma'am, you can approach the board, please.
I just want to respectfully say, I've been living in Humboldt for about 3 years now. Before then, I lived in Jackson for 20 years. And my husband worked for the school system for 20-something years. But I just want to say that respectfully, that I believe you should allow people who are employees to run for mayor if they would like. I would think that they would know more about this city than just an average person. That's all I've got to say. I just think that you need to reassess that. That's my own comment.
All right, thank you, Ms. Blake.
Mayor, can I make a comment?
Yes,
Today is the First Lady of Humboldt's birthday,
yes, it is.
and would like to wish her a happy birthday.
Thank you, Alderman Lynch. All you Alderman, what time is it? Am I gonna make it? I told you, Alderman Lynch, I was getting her birthday card. I said, man, if we could just do something where I can take my baby out for dinner tonight.
You promised me you wouldn't take her to a fast food place.
I'm not. I promised him I wouldn't take her.
I saw one with you.
Thank you, Alderman Lynch, for that. And so we got a motion to adjourn.
I second.
And we got a motion and a second. All right, I can take my baby out.